I'm live now again, right? I should be. Awesome. Okay. So we'll close. Well, it's still so that you can't see the names. So I'm going to make this restricted. And then I'm going to delete this. And all of these people should leave. So if you're on the document, you should leave. Um, and let me just make sure people have the link. Not quite sure how to. Can I paste from my computer? Onto my phone? Uh oh. I just can and it just works. Okay. Oh, I still have the top chat on. Oh my god. Live chat. There we go. Now everything should work. Okay. Oh, I reloaded this by accident. I just tried cooking with liquid smoke today and it was really good. It was really good. Liquid smoke is the best. Whoever these people are, can you please leave the document? It's okay, I undoxed them. None of my fans are here anymore. Um, I'm gonna put discussion question. Does Toki Pona need fixing? Okay, it does, but it's hard to agree how. And then I'll just copy you. Oh, whoops, it doesn't let me do that. Oh, it does actually. Actually, let's just keep it fully anonymous. Yeah, it does, but it's hard to agree how. Um, mm, Toki Pona needs 3 vowel system. Okay. It needs fixing. Mm, doesn't need fixing. It's kind of become an institution. I don't understand what you mean by that. The laughing derp lerp gets trolled from Google Docs. Hmm. Oh, that's a good idea. What even is broken? That's what isn't working in Tokipona. I have some thoughts on this, but I want to hear what your thoughts are. Discussion question. What isn't working in Tokipona? Opposites are a mess. Okay. I think that this is true for all languages, and those don't need fixing. Animal vocabulary. I have some thoughts here. Um, numbers, lol. I have thoughts about that. Autonomous language? Okay. Can you elaborate on the etymology? Oh, you're asking if I'm ill? I'm not ill physically. I am ill mentally. I would not say I'm in crisis or feeling bad in this particular moment mentally. I'm okay. I got my ukulele. I can play some songs. Dragging down the tracks of misinformation, the toxic gossip train. Oh, institution for stuff that's established. Okay. Established. Why is there that song? Oh, I just have a ukulele and it's my go-to ukulele song because it's a really funny, funny, funny song. It's hilarious. I can do a different song instead. I can make up a new one. Toki Pona is wrong. Toki Pona is wrong. And I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix Toki Pona. I'm gonna fix Toki Pona. I'm gonna fix Toki Pona. Because Toki Pona is broken. And Toki Pona is broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken. Okay, that's the stream song. What new things do we have in chat? I don't know what's wrong. Nothing is wrong. Um, not enough modality or TAM. That's interesting. Lucha, um, Cheonia? Or is it Lucia Seonia? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that because I don't know what language it's in. But I'm going to assume it's lucha, you know? Because lucha is just like, that's how like it would be pronounced, you know? Like hypothetically. Name of Toki Pona is Goofy. Name to Goofy. I agree. This is bad. This is really bad. Really bad. Um oh, see you in a bit. Goodbye. I don't know who Jeb Bush is. I don't know. The only people whose names I know are the people who are in this chat and the creator of Toki Pona. That's it. Oh, Lucia? Lucia? Oh, I misread as Catalonia. Never mind. I'm just gonna say Lucha because that's like what it would be, you know. Wrong impression of diversity in sources. I agree. Um, to European. Oh, hold on. To European. Um, artificially. Like marketed as less European than it actually is. Yeah, I agree very much. Especially with this part, like with the Monsuta and the half Tokpi scene words, like Lukia. Kind of wish was from something, or that direct objects were a little weirder. Direct objects, um, not weird enough. I don't know about that. I feel like they're kind of weird, you know? Just like everything's weird. The fact that language works is weird. It's like for all of Saturday, basic concepts were like wrong, and then slowly my brain started putting reality back together, and it's like language is crazy, dude. Like language is like us being able to conceptualize all of this. That's crazy. Um, we could just make Toki Pona too, but that's been done before. Oh, is the grammar €2 as well? That's a good question. Grammar €2. Is this true? Like, not really? I mean, it has a lot in common with European languages, but it's so, like, basic, I think, that it's like the things that European language grammars have that make them special are not present in Tokipona. And neither are the things that make non-European grammars special. I guess the one exception would be that Tokipona does have the thing that makes Tokpisin grammar special, which is a gray area, because the grammar like comes from indigenous languages, but it also comes from English a little bit, and it also comes from the process of creolization. So like, so like, nah, I don't think so. I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. Um, what else do we have? Jeb is a politician. I don't know who. I don't know what a politician is. BTW, I think the first part of my two-part message might not have come through. I'm on Discord on my phone. Okay, like some are just not straight up errors, and some are unneeded divergences from the source that also might be errors, like Anu, and yet others strike as English X Tokipona loans to give a 1 out of 2. Yeah, I just think that like this is more of like a marketing problem. So like this is a marketing problem. Tokipona is not being marketed honestly. It's being marketed as a global language that's spoken all over the world, and yet like Lipuma Tokipona map. Like if we look at this, we look all over the world. Are you noticing any patterns? Are you are you noticing any patterns in this image? I would not be able to count the amount of speakers in the United States or in Europe. But if like in Japan, one, two, three, four, five, six, like a bunch in these places maybe. It's weird how many speakers there are in Japan. And I guess it's not that weird how many there are over here because Sonia lives in this area part time. And there are like a lot of people on the internet there. And it's just like it's kind of fun to look through the map because it's like yeah, this is Asia is pretty sparse. And look at Africa. You can't just say, "Oh, it's a global language," and then you have two speakers on this map in Africa. Like it, it's just kind of stupid. It's like, yeah, one speaker in Hawaii even. Like, yeah, but then let's look at New York. Um, like over here, just New York, New York, just people who put in their name as New York. That's 8 of us. Am I one of these? I think I'm one of these. Am I this one? Am I the last one I check? Yes. Yeah. I'm here. I'm from Brooklyn, but I didn't even put that. I just put New York, and there are 3 people from Brooklyn, and there's one person who says Upper West Side of Manhattan, and someone else who says Queens, and then another person up here, and this is all like a pretty small area, like physically. You know, it's like Laughing at the New York circle. I think the one in Montreal is like the same size. Um, no, that's Quebec, not Montreal. Where the hell is Montreal? That's where Montreal is. Yeah, Montreal has oh, Montreal actually has more people in it. Um, Montreal circle's less funny though, I think, because the New York circle is like in the middle of the ocean. Or is it? It's like all these people are in the water, you know? Like this New York person is in Brooklyn. See, the funny thing is I've actually been here in the middle of the ocean. Like where is this? This is North Moore Street. Um I mean like I would my my sailboat would be like around Pier 66 is yeah, here. This is where I would sail from like out here or around here. We called this area Sopan, south of the Frying Pan, because the Frying Pan is a restaurant that's like on a boat, and we'd sail all around the Hudson River. And I did actually end up down here like twice, I think. Once, like, specifically to see how far down we could go, to see if we could go to the Statue of Liberty. We didn't make it, but you know. I'm, this is, yeah, this is I've physically been there in the middle of the Hudson River, but not many people have, I don't think. So that's pretty funny. Anyway, my main point here, um, if you just look at the map, you can be like, yeah, it's kind of global, kind of, maybe a little bit. But if you look in like the Middle East, you know, most of the people are in Israel. This is so like it's like you're trying to say, oh yeah, look, it's a global language, but then the only place in the Middle East where they speak it is Israel. That's like kind of cringe. It's kind of cringe. Not to get political, but Israel's bad. Um, I actually some of these people who live in Israel and speak Toki Pona are my friends. So to be clear, I'm not saying that Israeli people are bad. It's the state that's bad. But also like all of these people are probably white. At least most of them are, you know? Like it's a very like what do you mean I'm an IDF supporter? What the fuck? No. Fuck the no. This is just like to say that it's a to say that it's a global language without saying it's almost it to say it's a global language without saying that the vast majority of its speakers are in the United States and Europe is to do false marketing and to lie by omission, in my opinion. Oh, let's check to see how. Wow, wow. A lot of people think Tokipon is bad and should get fixed. I agree. I think Tokipon is bad and should get fixed. Um, Kokonu. People are talking about Kokonu. Diversity in the European and U.S. world. I mean, I'll say it. Like, out of all the people I've talked to in Tokipona, like in the United States, most of these people who I've actually talked to are white. It's like not a very diverse language. Like even within the United States, it's spoken in like it's spoken all over, but like let's look at Atlanta. That might give us a better sense of how many speakers there are. Where's Atlanta? Georgia. Yeah, fewer in Atlanta than in New York. And New York is whiter? No, maybe that's not true. I don't know. Let's look over here. Some people in San Francisco. Like I do know some non-white Tokipona speakers, but most of the Tokipona speakers that I know are white, and most of the white Tokipona speakers that I know way fewer non-white Tokipona speakers than I do. So it's not just like a oh Lipamanka thinks that you know like all the no, it's like genuinely Tokipona is mostly spoken by white people. Um, Atlantis is the place where everyone looks for roast blocks. I mean, like, isn't that the reputation? Aren't there jokes about all black people being from Atlanta? Obviously, it's not true, but like, you know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, whatever. Uh, n- not not global enough. Bad marketing. That's definitely one of them. Um, Now there's a lot in here. Oh, someone asked, why does race matter? And my answer is that it doesn't matter unless you're trying to market Toki Pona in a specific way. And if you're trying to market Toki Pona as a way, as a language that is used to bridge people from different cultures, but a huge amount of people from specific cultures that are not white cultures, like that's not how culture works. Like ethnic groups that are not racialized as white do not feel comfortable in the Toki Pona community. Not all, of course, but like a lot of them. Um, then you're lying. You're lying if you say that Toki Pona bridges the gap between people from different cultures when it doesn't. Or it only bridges the gap between people of very similar cultures, like the United States and Europe. Does that make more sense? We need to hire English's marketing team. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. Because English is spoken all over the world by people of all sorts of cultures. I would say it is marketed that way very often. It's definitely marketed that way on the official website multiple times. It's marketed that way by a lot of community members who read the website and take it for granted. Um, what I'm glad about is that recently there's been a lot of pushback against it. Um, oh, official website, yeah, tokipona.org. See, what I really like about this website is that it's really easy to navigate and you can tell what's going on. Like, look over here. You see how yeah, like I know it everything that's going on here. I All of these books are my friends. Um, I sure love these iPhone photos of a of the screen of a digital camera. um, yeah, I know exactly what's going on here. This is a very navigable website. Anyway, let's close that. It's just so good that I can't keep looking at it. That's my official statement on Sonia Lang's tokipona.org official website is that it's just so good that I can't bring myself to keep looking at it. That's how good it is. Like I'm undeserving or something. Yeah. Yeah. So easy to navigate and the content in it is good. Yeah. Sarcasm? I hardly even know chasm. Toki Pona will make you connect with people from all around the world, just the ones that also happen to be nerds who learn Toki Pona. Yes, that's good. That's a good thing. I will say there's also something to be said about how um, people from non-Western cultures will join Toki Pona spaces and then be made uncomfortable by the way that people from Western cultures talk about non-Western cultures or feel unwelcomed uh, by like the Westerners in those Tokipona spaces. Um, I'd say that this is broadly true for all Tokipona spaces, including the ones that I frequent. This is not something that I am not guilty of. Um, I do try my best to be open to all sorts of cultures from all over the world, but like it's for one thing, there are a lot of microaggressions in Tokipona spaces. Like this is something that people try to talk about, but because they're microaggressions, people who they do not affect are kind of unable to like understand why they're harmful or like even what they are to a degree. Um, so that kind of sucks. How like and like most of these microaggressions, I'm still not super great at picking up on them even because like I'm full disclosure, I think y'all already knew this, but I'm white. Lipa Manka come out video is a white bagpipe player. But yeah, I'm white. I This is actually funny. I only know one non-white bagpipe player. Every other bagpipe player I know is white, which is just like it makes sense. It's a Scottish instrument. It's a very cultural Scottish instrument. But anyway, that's a tangent. Um, there are like way too many microaggressions in Toki Pona communities, especially towards specifically Black people and specifically Indigenous people, but also broadly towards all sorts of people. And there's even the occasional anti-Semitic microaggression, um, which it's not racism, it's anti-Semitism, but they're deeply connected. And for a recent example, someone recently, I'm not going to say who, if you know, you know, but someone recently published a book, and in the book, when referencing me, uh, they put the date in the Hebrew calendar, which is like what were you thinking? Did you think that that would like make me happy? Did you think that I wanted to be othered like that? Did you think that it would make me feel safe for somebody to like put in a published book, oh yeah, by the way, this person's Jewish, so the whole everything is going to be Jewish. Um it's weird. It's weird. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Um and I can't imagine what it's like to be Black and enter a Toki Pona space. I can't imagine. Um like obviously I can't imagine, but it's I know what it's like to be a Jew in Toki Pona spaces, and it's occasionally not great. Yeah. Yeah. So also, like, this is the kind of microaggression that when I called this person out, they blocked me and then ignored it. And then that was like normalized by other members of the community. It didn't cause outrage, which is disappointing because like if people aren't going to rally behind a white person about a microaggression, they're not going to rally behind a Black person about a microaggression, um, which sucks. Which it really sucks. Um, but yeah, that's some. Yeah, that's this is whatever. Yeah, enough talking about the drama. Oh, I just got the Discord feature that lets me change my Discord font. I think I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna keep it normal, but I'm just gonna change the color to blue. Yeah, all right. Okay. Great. Moderating an international Discord server sounds like a nightmare. Honestly, I'll say this. I think that the mods of the biggest Tokipona Discord servers are doing a really good job considering how difficult it is to do what they're doing, um, compared to some other Discord servers I've seen. When I say Tokipona spaces, I'm referring to like Mapona Pi Tokipona, Kamasona, Sonia Lang's Discord server. The thing I just said, I would not say that about Sonia Lang's Discord server. Actually, it's not hers anymore. She gave it to someone else. But like all the all the Discord servers and the New York circle. And the New York circle. Yeah, I would say that the mod team on Mapona does like a reasonable job, but I wouldn't say they do an amazing job. Like they don't. There are still problems there, and they're aware of them. Yeah, how did I learn Toki Pona? That's a good question. I barely remember, and I learned it in many ways, but one of them was this website. Um, I started with this. this means that. This means that. This l- looks at that. This looks at a thing. This is I think this is the way that I learned the grammar was through this website. Uh, which like I would probably remake this website if I could instead of recommending it to people, but I don't have the energy to do that. So it's yeah, I'll just send the one that I used. It works. The font is fine. I used to really dislike this font. Um, I now am fine with it because I'm a better person than I was before. Um, but also, like, I wouldn't recommend just learning from this. I would recommend like having a cheat sheet on the side. Like I made this one, Toki Pona cheat sheet. Yeah, it's on Wikimedia Commons. So here's something I made. Ignore this one because when I redo this, I'm gonna get rid of this one because it's not really like a core vocabulary word you need to know. It's kind of like niche. Um, but yeah, this is something that I think can really accompany this website. When I learned, I used an older version that's basically this, but not as good. I made this to be like the one that I used, but better. Because I was just staring at that all day long. Yeah. Fun thing with this is that these are just vectors. This isn't like a font. This is just like a vector image. So it's like infinitely scalable, and you don't need to download a font in order to be able to view this as a PDF. It's just like vector graphics. Yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah. Would you believe that I found out about this new feature of Google Chrome while tripping? It was incredible. It was like, oh my god, this is insane. It's always nice to do a new thing while tripping. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Stay in school and don't do any drugs, kids. Drugs are always bad. Always. Um, yeah, back to here. Back to here. Okay, what changes are we making? Changes are we making? I think my first change that I'm gonna make. Um, can I speak Toki Pona while intoxicated? Yes, I can. I have never done a drug before where I have not been able to speak Toki Pona as fluently as I'm normally able to on that drug. Um, it's just yeah. And the only drugs that I have done are legal ones like caffeine and alcohol. And I'm 21, by the way. And that's it. I haven't done any other drugs. Um, but all two of the drugs I've done, I'm still able to speak Toki Pona on them. Oh yeah, also my ADHD medication and my sleeping medication. But I'm not on the recreational dose of my sleeping medication. Usually. So I think the first change is remove drugs because drugs are bad, obviously. Um, on my server, I have more to talk about with drugs and Toki Pona, but that's not a topic for YouTube. And in fact, I'll just put some of it here. Um, yeah. Okay, great. Oh, also, alcohol is bad. I'll show you why. Um, so this is a harm reduction website for that has information on the safety of drug usage. And it's a very important website, in my opinion, because if people are going to do drugs, they should know how to do them safely. Obviously, abstinence is better than is better for safety. But alcohol is a group 1 carcinogen, which puts it in the same area as sunlight, which is like if you get one bad sunburn, your chances of getting skin cancer double. And that's just from one sunburn. There's no safe amount of alcohol that does not affect health. Um, right? This is it. Alcohol is really, really bad for you. So like um, like this is slash genuine. Um, uh, I I alcohol's the drug that I would recommend against doing the most. Um, all of the other drugs, including the illegal ones, well, except for like heroin and cocaine, and like meth, like crystal meth, like those. I would recommend avoiding those as well. But like alcohol, like out of all of the ones that are somewhat societally acceptable, this is the one that is the most dangerous by far. Um, in like every way. Yeah, cancer maxing. This is cancer maxing. We should try to improve community spaces to make people of color feel safer in the Toki Pona world. I'm just gonna copy that in here because that's so true. Um, I will say I have been personally trying to advocate for this for years, several years, and it is really difficult. It's really quite difficult, especially because I'm not in a position to facilitate spaces for non-white Toki Pona speakers because I'm white. Um, it's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah. Don't drink alcohol. Alcohol's bad. Um, Worst drug. It's also not even that fun. Okay, that's just a lie. Alcohol is fun. Um, I have enjoyed getting tipsy before, but still, I would not recommend it. Making non-white spaces would be racist for white people. I agree. It's like imagine if I made a black people only Discord server. That would be terrible. That would be really awful. One thing I've been thinking about recently is how it's like, you have like a sentence, but like partway through the sentence, you want to say another sentence, but you have to wait until after the sentence to start saying it. But in English, you can be like, um, I was going to the store where, and this store was really big. That's important. But it was, but, um, but like they were selling, you can just like go on like that, right? If I tried to do that in Tokipona, I would be like, Mitawa tomo esun uh esun onari surimute onari. Maybe that's a bad example of what I'm talking about. I was trying to do this the other day. Like maybe like talking about how big something is. It's like mi tokita wa soeri onari surimute la onari tokita wa mi. So this is like I was talking to the elephant by the way, this is a really big elephant. And then then it replied to me, you know? But in Toki Pona, like how this would be parsed if you're going like super by the rules would be Mitoki tawa soeri. Onali suli mute la onali toki tawa mi. So what this means is that it's talking to me because it's big. That's weird. It's weird that I can't do this. I have to do this. Right? So my change that I'm making to Toki Pona is that I'm allowed to do this now. This is now allowed. You're allowed to start another sentence in the middle of the sentence. Piles and piles of microaggressions, like if we're referring to people by their country of origin or writing someone's birthday in the Hebrew calendar because they're Jewish. Yeah, it's like I've tried to explain the anti Semitic microaggression to people, and every single time I've explained it to a black person, they've responded with, that's a microaggression. And every single time I've explained it to a white person, they've been like, well, and then it's like, oh my God, shut up. I'm pretty sure that's a microaggression. But yeah. Yeah. Like just randomly being like, oh yeah, this person's Nigerian, by the way, when like you wouldn't do that about someone from the United States is kind of weird. Oh, Lucy says, I already took Ipona sama this. Am I already speaking Lipa Manga Toki Ponido? No, because what I'm doing is I'm changing the real Toki Pona. These are edits that I'm making to the real Toki Pona to make it better. I'm not making a Toki Ponido. These are changes to the real Toki Pona. This is the new update, the Lipa Manga update. Yeah. Lipa is just real. That's awesome. Yeah, parentheses are allowed in Tokipona now, which also means you can have embedded relative clauses. So it's like, um, uh, yan yan palu onali utalae yan ike li uh ike mutea. No wait, no. Pona mutea. This is like Paulo. That's a Brazilian name. Paulo. Um, Paulo, by the way, he fights bad people, is very good. And you can do that now. That's allowed. So, stop maxing. Yeah, stop maxing. I would appreciate it if you stop maxing. We are Toki Pona. Like we are Charlie Kirk. Oh my god, fuck Charlie Kirk. Do you think this stream is gonna get demonetized? I think this stream might get demonetized. Um. Mm, yeah. Stop maxing, please. Please stop it. If you keep doing it, I'm going to time you out for 5 minutes. How's that? With the amount of drug talk, the only drugs I really talked about were like alcohol and caffeine. I avoided all other drugs. Um, we can talk about others in other places. Oh, they were trying to get banned. I said the word drug and you think that's enough? But I was literally talking about like pharmaceuticals. Like my ADHD medication, that's a drug. Caffeine's a drug. Caffeine's psychoactive. Nutmeg is a drug. Don't recommend that one. Um, am I privy to any of the details of the new poo in the works? The only details that I have are from like a while ago. Um, and looking at and also like stuff I've heard through the grapevine. Um, a lot of the people who were involved in it, who when they were involved in it, I was like, yeah, these people are going to make sure that the book is going to be good, are no longer involved in it. And now a bunch of people I've never heard of before are involved in it. People who I don't think were really involved in the Toki Pona community until recently. So, um, so the detail, I don't have any details, but I do have the overarching theme that it seems like it's not going to be a very good publication. Um, Based on all of the information I have about it. So yeah, I would recommend not buying the new Tokipona Language of Good second edition. It seems like a waste of money, and also it'll probably have some anti-Semitic microaggressions in it. I don't know. I mean, like at this point, who knows? Oh my god. But yeah, um, d- see, me and a bunch of other community members have been talking about us publishing our own Tokipona learning resources in like a physical format. Um, oh yeah, casual N word usage by the creator of Tokipona within the past month, I think. Uh, yeah, let's just do 24 hours. Okay, great. Um, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if she wants to put the Tuki Tiki guide in her book, she can, but also um like legally she can, but I like me and a bunch of other fewer fellow community members have been talking about self-publishing our own book about Tokipona, made by people who use it day to day, made by people who are very experienced in it, made by people who are very knowledgeable in it, not just made by one person who's the creator, especially because we believe that we can make much higher quality resources. So if and when that happens, I would recommend buying those resources. I recommend buying um, non-official Tokipona uh, stuff. Like there's this book on Lulu, um, HP Lovecraft Tokipona. There's this book. I bought this one. It's really good. I've been reading it. I've gotten through a very small amount of it so far, but it's translated pretty well, I would say. I'm gonna put the link here in case y'all want to buy it. I would recommend buying this. It's much, much, much better than the official Wizard of Oz translation. Much better. I would say it is directly comparable because the quality of the Tokipona in this is much better. I cannot verify if it is like super high quality, but it's definitely better than the official translation of the Wizard of Oz, which is I would say low quality Tokipona, or at least middle ground quality. Um, yeah, yes, yeah, yeah. Buy this. Buy this. Um, oh yeah, and the person who wrote this is in chat right now. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. I would really like for there to be more things like this. I guess another shout out would be like um what's it called? It's like mm, city Tokipona is uh yeah, I don't really know where to find it, but Yan Ketami has put some stuff out there. Yan Osawi Pima Osawi. Nothing's coming up for that one. Um Yeah. Eh. I don't know. What I'm trying to do in the Toki Pona community right now is promote um, community usage of the language and discourage all prescriptivism. Uh, all of the usages of Toki Pona that I dislike, I have just started to like stop talking about disliking them because that doesn't really do any good, you know? Like I can just dislike something and keep it to myself. Yanketami WordPress. Okay, great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Yanketami like actually translated the whole thing. I did hear about this. He's still working on it, but I do think that he should publish this. Um, and you know, knowing Yanketami, I already know that this is going to be a much higher quality translation. Let's just look at this. Masupa suli kansa lon mamewika la yan toesi and yan enwi and yan me lilon tomosama. This wasn't even in the original uh, in the official Tokipona translation. I feel I don't remember these people being mentioned. Maybe they were. Maybe I'm misremembering. I've barely looked through it since a version that was like pre edits before it was published. Yeah, it's great. This is great. I'm really happy about this. Tempo alalayan enwi mu tan pirin musi. I know exactly what that means. And that sentence probably wasn't in the official translation because it was abridged. And it's like why would you if Tokipon is supposed to be a complete language, why is the first official publication in it like in the language itself an abridged version of something else? That makes it seem like it's not a full language. Also, it was it's a and I remember this cuz I was there. It's a translation of a summary summarized by ChatGPT. So there's that too. Um, and and recently, the creator of Tokipona has been trying to like call that a rumor when I was literally there when when it happened when she like shared it. But you know, um, I was literally there. I literally did witness it. Nobody else who was there has said anything of the contrary. Um, Only people have tried to deflect it or just call it a rumor. It's not a rumor. It is a thing that I saw um, with my eyes. It would be nice to have some more evidence, um, but I do trust my memory on this. That it is a translation of a an abridged version of the book by ChatGPT. So Yan Ketami's is a direct translation from the original. I don't know. It's just like, why would you buy that when this is online for free? And this has little illustrations too. Like, look. These illustrations are great, and they're in the public domain, and it's great. Like, this this project right here makes me think like this is a community person who used um, the resources that they had, which weren't an incredibly huge amount of resources. This is like free images, their own translation ability, and a public domain book to make something really impressive and really beautiful. And I cannot say that about anything that the creator of Tokipon has ever made. So, how many people are watching now? Is this accurate? Okay. Also, this is public domain. Like, Rhett didn't even have to do that. Yeah, I'll link to it. Read this. Oh, that's the 15th chapter. Don't read the 15th chapter. Start in the first chapter. Here. Um, first first chapter. Um, It looks like there are only 25 chapters here. Is that just because that's the maximum it shows me? Um. Anyway. One of my friends was asking me for Golden Age songs that aren't about love for an audition. And I gotta think about that. God, are there any of them? Um, no. Yes? There's I Can See It from the Fantastics. Hmm. I don't know. It looks like this translation goes through the whole story, because this is when she comes back. Also, Nampa Pini is great. I don't know. I just love Yan Ketami's work. This is like high quality work. Also, Yan Ketami has been doing Toki Pona stuff, like prolific amounts of Toki Pona stuff for a very long time. Like I gotta read through this, through his translation of Pepper and Carrot, because like yeah, yeah. I don't know. It's just like we as 24 chapters. Oh, 40 official Wizard of Oz books. I thought there were like 18. But in any case, I feel like we don't need to be translating the second Wizard of Oz book because, like, who's going to read the second one? You know? Me. I'm probably going to. Um, Whoa. I my role in the Tokipona community right now is to promote the works of people who are not the creator of the language and people who are not affiliated with the creator of the language so that this language can actually become, like a global thing, like a global language that is like owned and used by all of the people who speak it entirely and is no longer like the property of its creator. That's my goal. Um, I want I want the usage of Tokipona um, to belong to all of its speakers. I want the history of the language to be accurate, based on evidence, and not to be clouded or confused. I want people to feel comfortable in Tokipona spaces, um, as many Tokipona spaces as possible. I want people to have the information that they need to make decisions about what they're okay with and what they're not okay with. And I want the language to flourish. And a lot of these are things that will take effort. Uh, like, we're in a very tricky situation right now. But this is why I'm working on my Genesis translation. Because that's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. My next change to Tokipona is key is now canon. You can do embedded relative clauses with the particle key. This is now official Tokipona. What else? Alu is now canon. We really needed a reverse version of La. The next one is All other languages are canon. I'm speaking Toki Pona right now. Removed Hero Brian, but spelled like that. Hero Brian? Oh yeah, Sui and Yaki are now removed. Removed. Pukusu. Added Pukusu, the language. Oh yeah, canonizing Lu, which is the particle, not the book. Adding Pu, which replaces Yaki. Oh, stop SVO, make new word orders, make it free. No, I don't like that. Sorry. Solve the preposition formalization. Remove drugs. Oh, Toki Pona needs a word for dad. I think it just needs a word for mother. Because it already has one. Mama means father in Georgian and in Toki Ponos, but it doesn't have a word for mother. So let's go to Wiktionary and let's do mother. Scroll down here to the translation. Georgian. Okay, our word for mother is teta. New word. Teta means mother. How do you like dem marbles? Oh, it also means none. Okay, you know what? VSO is good. Actually, never mind. I changed my mind. Sorry. I tried to do it in my head and I was like, nah, I can't figure out how to make the particles work. Wu Yi are now allowed. Ti is still not allowed. You know, because palatalization, but also like these would be fun. You know, then it would allow us to do stuff like iwu, you know, or or like ewu. I don't know. I think these would be nice, you know. Now let's sing a song. The song is going to be called Genesis 1. Open la sewi Elohim, di pali sewi ma. No. I'm tired. I'm a little tired. I'm an itsy bitsy tired. Okay. Toki Pona Radio. Oh yeah, I should look up the chords for Olape. Oh damn, I can't find the chords. Maybe I can figure them out. Olape, Olape, Pona, Tawasina, Olape, Suite. Jewish rock. Oi, gefalled! Mine. Never mind. I give up. Now we're just hanging out at this point, you know? Ooh, I can talk about my favorite new recipe. Um, it's called nutritional yeasted chickpeas. So I'm gonna go through the process. So start by adding a quarter cup of nutritional yeast to a bowl. Then add like 2 tablespoons soy sauce. Um, are we getting more world building videos? Yes, eventually. My life is crazy right now. As soon as I am able to quit my job on good terms, which I received news that it's as easy as getting my academic advisor to say that my academic schedule has changed, which it hasn't, but I can get him to lie for me. Um, then I can quit my job. Then I have lots of free time to make all sorts of videos, and nothing stressful is going on in my life at all because the cursed conlang circus ended. So there's no more anticipation about that, and I left all the spaces that are stressing me out, and I'm only doing the things that are making me happy in life, like playing bagpipes, um, which is awesome. Um, yeah. And then I will make lots of videos, including world building videos about food. Do I have access to eggs and dairy? I don't have access to eggs and dairy because I'm vegan. Can I play bagpipes? Yeah, of course I can play bagpipes. What if I made Toki Pona vegan? Okay, alright. We're removing soy. Removing soy because it could be used to talk about meat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then add spices. Add 1 capful of liquid smoke. Mmm, something I tried today. Um, eighth teaspoon of tartaric acid. 1 30-ounce can of chickpeas, drained almost all the way because you need a little bit of that water in there. Um, like a lot of olive oil. Measure with heart. Um, 1 and 2 tablespoons of vegan mayo. Instead of measuring it, when I did it today, I used a spoon and then just put some in there. And then recipe, mix the ingredients together. Oh yeah, 1 clove raw garlic, half a red onion. Yeah, am I forgetting anything? I did run out of MSG. Um, CL was there for that. CL was there for me running out of MSG a couple of days ago. Is love in ingredients? Yeah. No, 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 not whole. Very finely minced, grated, or pounded. Those are the 3 ways you can do it for this recipe. If it's not fine, or I guess you could have it sliced thinly. No, but then you're just eating a bunch. Depends on how much you let it sit. Um, I can mince very finely, so I was very comfortable mincing it. But I would recommend using a mortar and pestle to pound it into a paste, or grating it through a a one of those very fine like Parmigiano graters or like lemon zester things. Yeah. Oh, reminder to eat. Yeah. Yeah, eat everybody. Don't drink though. Stay dehydrated. Stay dehydrated. Also, what I've been doing is whenever I have a can of chickpeas and I drain it into one of those food prep silicone molds. I pour the aquafaba into like one of these containers, and usually like it's exactly one of these, um, or at least the size that I have, which is like I think it's these ones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's these ones. Um, and then I just put it in the freezer, and eventually I'll be able to make literally so much meringue, like so much vegan meringue. It is gonna be great. These have been a very good influence on my life. I'm very glad I bought these. Um, but also, if you're a kid, no need because your parents will cook for you, probably, hopefully. Unless you're meal prepping yourself as a kid, in which case, yeah, dude, buy them. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point. This is a fun stream. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Looks like the people who are still here are having fun. Um, yeah. So what I really love about this is that the nutritional yeast uh like thickens the mayonnaise uh and the oil into like a very thick paste. So then it gets thinned out by the soy sauce and like the tiny bit of aquafaba that's left over and the olive oil um help thin it out, um making it like the perfect texture, and it's really good. Yeah, it's a complete source of B vitamins, complex B vitamins. Yeah, that's what it says on my bag of nutritional yeast. Is it says a complete, like literally spelled out the way CL did it. How long have I been streaming for? An hour. Awesome. Oh yeah, have y'all been getting ads on this one? Answer me if you've been getting ads, or if you have an ad blocker. If you've been getting ads and you don't want to be getting ads, get an ad blocker. I want you to get an ad blocker. Um, but I do have ads on so that if you want to, you can give me money. You only got an ad when you first opened it. Had an ad blocker. 73 minutes. No, I haven't gotten ads. I have U block. Yeah, I got ads. Okay. Um, okay. I think I'm going to close the stream, end the stream, and then go to sleep or something. Uh, or not. Wow. I got almost 40 people. That's crazy. Oh yeah, say the thing. Thank you for reminding me every single time. Yeah, join my Discord server. Um, thank you, everybody. Uh, make friends with the inanimate objects in your house, and you will love living in your house way more and want to clean it and keep it nice. Um, eat a good chickpeas. Yeah. Goodbye.